What's going on, Storm Riders? Welcome back to Hurricane Road, where you are forever in the eye of the storm. We're back with 3 more champions I'd like to see in 2xKO. This time we are headed to the bot lane, but specifically the ADC position. Usually this role consists of shooty throw projectile characters, and since my main Jinx is already in the game, obviously the creativity is there to make ADCs work. With Bias out of the picture, it was actually a little hard, but I feel like I found a good top 3. Dashing in first is the Purifier Lucian.
I don't do warning shots.
Lucian is a champion that dances around incoming enemy attacks, all while throwing back what he has in his own arsenal. Now, we have seen gunslinger characters before in fighting games, Noelle Vermillion, Kaguya, and Ranger to name a few. To me, Rekka moves are associated with this archetype. Now, Lucian doesn't initially give off Rekka vibes, but hear me out. Lucian is pretty simple. His first ability shoots a beam of light that pierces through people. Then he throws a light grenade that explodes on impact. Next is just a dash, and then finally he just unloads his clip on everybody. Now all these work with his passive, which gives him the occasional 2-tap when an ability is used. Now in my head, if his Rekka strings are done after his dash ability on the ground or in the air, he double taps and extends combos. Pair that with existing moves and whatever new ones they could cook up, Lucian to me is primed to be badass. He's like Blade minus the sword. Next is running in like the wind, the battle mistress Sivir.
Step light, strike hard.
Now deadass Sivir is all about running fast and throwing stuff at you. For a first impression, you probably wouldn't think she'd fit. But this is a chance for her champion fantasy to live up to her title of battle mistress. To keep it short, she moves fast when you hit an enemy. She throws a giant crossblade or shalakar like a boomerang. She has a shield that blocks attacks. And then she just runs really fast. It also helps her allies. Now hot take, to me, Sivir could use some moves from Fox and Smash Bros. Yes, give her a shine ability that can throw projectiles back and then maybe use his side special. Then her boomerang throw could be a utility super or a special similar to Ibuki's V-Trigger 2 in Street Fighter V. Work around those and incorporate a moveset that fits with the weapon, then Sivir can be the battle mistress she's known as. Now this third pick should be no surprise to any League player. It's the glorious executioner Draven.
Welcome to the League of Dreams. Let's admire me for a bit.
Draven is the embodiment of cockiness and loves being the center of attention. Just listen to this guy.
Draven does it all with style. Man, I'm good.
Not to mention, his League abilities allow his gameplay to show that. He wields dual axes in which he can then activate to do more damage, but he has to catch them after he throws them, which creates this interesting minigame inside the game. When he catches one, he can buff his movement and attack speed. He can throw both axes to catch fleeing enemies, and then finally in grand fashion, finishing a foe by spinning both axes and turning anyone to pink mist when thrown at. Now Draven's gameplay in 2xKO to me looks like Leo Whitefang, but with that weird minigame I talked about, where you have to catch an axe, and if you don't, you miss out on potential damage. For example, throw your axe, and on hit or on block it pops up, and you either have to maybe be above the indicator to where the axe lands, or you have to catch it manually. And if you drop it, you play with the one axe, and you have to special again to catch it. To me, this seems like a mechanic that has not been explored to my knowledge. Even though I don't really work in the field, but I haven't seen it in any game that I've seen. And if you pair that with his attitude, I feel like it could work out really well. Alright, now that I got the picks out of the way, now we have to pick some drip for the characters. Now Lucian is a weird one for me because his base is already so good, and seeing that in the 2xKO style would be even better. Now he has this thing where he has a lot of futuristic skins, so there is some overlap. I dwindled it down to 2, and it's Project or Hired Gun. To me these seem like the best fit. Both are solid skins in League, and I think will translate really well if ported over to 2xKO, with minimal clarity issues I would say. Now Sivir has a good chunk of skins to choose from, and as much as I want to beat people up with a whole tray of pizza delivery girl Sivir has to take a backseat. I'm thinking more spectacular, bandit, or huntress. As good as the splash arts are, the in-game doesn't fit with the updated splashes. And remember when I said that this is a chance to like update a champion and their fantasies and kind of make them more, and if I didn't, then I'm saying it now? That includes the skins. Just take some of the early ones and then give him a makeover and a upgrade. Now for Draven, he has the best catalog out of the three hands down. He has Draven, Prime Time, which has so much of expression in that skin. Soul Reaver would be the pick if we're talking about League, but this is 2XKO and I think Blue Draven may have to wait. The only pick is Gladiator because it plays into the character of showmanship during arena battles and his self-centered mentality because of it all. Just peak skin. Now thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you for taking your time, and go check out anything about the champions for whatever purpose you may have. It's great to have you in the space if this is your first time seeing anything League related. There's only one more role to go, and it's the peanut butter to the ADC's jelly, the support role. Until then, remember to keep riding the storm. Deuces.